Hey, what's going on, you guys? This is Hyperion-Blue-GT, and it looks like January 2019 is now arriving in GT Sport by add-on content info, and it looks like this is going to be quite very good to see a good, excellent surprise for it. So, looks like 8 new cars is about to be joining in for it. So, looks like we have the TVR Tuscan Speed 6 2000. That's the number 1 on the list. Second is the Nissan FAIRLADY C version SC33 2007, and also the American muscle car, the Shelby G.T.350 1965 is on the third, and follow up by the BMW Z8 2001. So looks like Shelby G.T.350 and the BMW Z8 has finally comes back from Gran Turismo 6 along with the Ferrari Dino 246 GT. And looks like Honda Integra Type R DC2 1998 has finally got a premium car treatment. It's now fully detailed boards. And also the 2013 Gran Turismo Pebble Beach Awards is the Aston Martin DB3S CN.1. So looks like this is going to be a historic race car to see boards. And luckily, the 1956 Porsche 356A/1500 GS Carrera Speedster is now definitely joining in to be adding in on the Porsche brand boards. So looks like this is going to be quite very good to see all these cool rides to be able to try out boards. And luckily, Special Stage Route X has finally returned from the PS3 era. It's now giving a one good makeover treatment on the track, because this is very good for everyone to see this track again, because looks like drag race is gonna be so awesome when they need it for it. I hope this is gonna be good to be able to race on a long oval track again for it. So luckily, there's only one new event into the GT League, is the C Heritage. So it looks like this is definitely add by one. And luckily, the Tokyo Expressway South Inner Loop has been added into the circuit experience. So looks like this is gonna be a good course layout to be able to learn all these corners for it. And luckily, the Cambridge Special Collection has been added in for it, so looks like this is going to be quite very good. Oh yeah, almost forgot one thing for it. The Gran Turismo Live page is now open to relive the 2018 series, so maybe you guys have already watched the events from last year. So looks like this will be able to go on to the official Gran Turismo website, so maybe this will be able to let you guys know to be able to give a reminder check that you always enjoy the Manufacturers Cup and Nations series. Is definitely quite very excited for it. Now moving on to the new cars, so looks like this will be able to have one American car available for it. So let's go on over to Shelby. So looks like 400,000 credits for the GT350. So looks like this is going to be quite good to be able to have that good muscle car board. So it is an N300 category type, so this might be quite very good. So it also has 3 types of colors. So speaking of 3 colors, it also shows with some variant types. So this is definitely the body side stripes, and this one is the racing stripes. So looks like this is going to be quite good to have the same color and also variant stripes as well. This is very good to be able to have this muscle car. So this will be able to give a little preview check on it. So might be able to hold on to the credits, because it's important to be able to keep stacking up more until reaching up on 20 mil. Well, looks like this is going to have to take a lot of hard work to do some more racing to do. Now moving on to Europe, so it looks like the Aston Martin is bringing out the historic race car to be able to have a beautiful historic vehicle for it. So looks like this will be able to go over there. So it's definitely marked on the Pebble Beach Award in the 2013, because this is definitely quite very historic for it. So it looks like this only have one color available, because this is definitely quite very cool. Now this is a beautiful historic vehicle, which is definitely the 1950s. Now, this is pretty cool. Car number is the 23, and looks like everybody thinks that historic vehicles are definitely one stylish classic. Now, looks like this is going to be quite very good showroom for one Aston Martin historic car. So luckily, TVR is now added in on the UK section in the Europe Central. So good thing that this is going to be good to be able to have one car available is the Tuscan Speed 6. Yeah, looks like Tuscan Speed 6 is only have one car because this is definitely a good one for it. So it also has number of colors by 20 plus more because this is definitely quite giving the usual color sport. So 3 color shift colors is definitely included because there's only has reflex purple and reflex spice, and also the crystal topaz pearl scent. So looks like this is definitely quite very good for it. So oh yeah, almost forgot one thing about the silver type variant type. So it's definitely the Silver Stardust is definitely to pretend to be look like a spy car that you guys watched Looney Tunes back in action. That was so very hilarious and awesome to be able to have some good parts for it. And oh yeah, I kind of think that Dappy Duck thinks that the Tuscan Speed 6 is definitely a spy car. Well, I can't believe it. That was so surprising about this Tuscan Speed 6. Well, anyway, looks like I might be able to choose the reflex purple, so looks like this is a very good color style for it. But don't worry, it'll be able to be putting up the gray color as the variant, so this might be able to choose it in for it, because I kind of say that 3 color shift colors is definitely quite very super cool for it. Now, looks like this is definitely a good color side effects for it. So it looks like there's the blue surrounding on the purple side for it. So this is definitely quite very amazed. So this may cost 95,000 credits. So this is definitely an M400 sports car class. So this is definitely very good to be able to race for the Maserati Gran Turismo S. So let's just have that Tuscan Speed 6 to be joining in for it. But this is definitely quite very cool to be able to have most color shift colors for it. Now, let's moving on to BMW to take a good look at the C8. The BMW Z8 2001 is definitely a good roadster style for it because it is definitely announced in 1999 because it is definitely a luxury open-top sports car that looks like a legendary BMW 507 of the 1950s. So this looks very cool, and also it was revealed for the first time as the Bond car in the 19007 movie, The World Is Not Enough. This car is definitely became popular in the movie because this is very cool. So it is expensive to be cost 166,000 credits. Well, it only has 5 colors, because looks like I might be able to buy that Titan Silver. So this is definitely quite very cool. And also, maybe this is definitely to be library ready up and go. So if this is going to be a 15th anniversary edition library, so looks like this is going to be quite good to be able to have all the GT6 players to be able to try out the CA again when they're playing GT Sport. So looks like this is definitely an M400 car for BMW Roadster, and looks like they just really want to drive this again for it. Good to be on board, C8. Now you're about to get ready to race. So luckily, a classic Porsche Roadster is now added in on the showroom. So looks like it only costs 1,200,000 credits because this is definitely a popular classic retro vehicle because this is definitely N100. So it looks like it drives pretty good. So looks like it only has 107 horsepower to be able to drive up for it. Now let's see, there's only has 7 colors available for it. So looks like this is definitely quite pretty cool. The Carrera Speedster Roadster, 1956 model. So it looks like this is definitely the good classic for it. So everybody really wants that roadster because they still got enough credits to buy, and they still might need to be able to keep doing this until receiving it as a gift card by doing a daily workout complete. Maybe like every day for it. So, looks like let's just go and take a good look on the Ferrari Dino, because this is definitely what everybody talks about it. So, looks like this is the 1971 Ferrari Dino 246 GT, and looks like the car class is an N200. But speaking of which, because this is definitely plenty of good colors, just like the 512 BB. But this is definitely a lot of colors to be able to choose. But this is amazing. I hope this is definitely giving a lot of good colors to be able to choose for it. So this is definitely giving a lot of determined choice to be able to use for it. So this is pretty awesome to have all the colors to be selected for the Dino 246 for it. But luckily, this may cost 500,000 credits, so looks like this is definitely medium enough to be able to buy for it. So looks like this is going to be quite giving a good choice for this classic one for it. So back in GT6, it used to be 90,000 credits for the Dino, but now in GT Sport, it is definitely become expensive like the F50 and the GTO. So looks like this is definitely quite very good for it. So maybe like the F40 that has a good same amount of $100,000 range for it. So looks like this is definitely quite very good for the Dino to be able to have a 500,000 credits on the expensive road for it. So this is definitely quite interesting to have a good look. So looks like this will be able to have 2 new JDM cars is about to be returned for it. So let's just gonna take a good look on Nissan, and it looks like FAIRLADY C is now actually in as a N300 category for it. So looks like this is a very good C33 model is now coming back in to be able to race for it. But luckily, this is perfect for the JDM fan cars who like Nissan C. It's definitely giving a good choice. So it only has 8 colors to be available to choose. So looks like this only has dark blue is definitely quite specifically for it. So looks like I might be able to go with the premium Passionate Orange 3P. So this is definitely quite very good. Credits cost 36,300 credits, and looks like this is definitely a good car to be able to buy for it. Now let's have that C33 model to be in, and looks like this is definitely what they talked about it for it. But luckily, I hope they just really want the 370C for the next update or later in the future. So we'll make sure that this will be able to be very patient for it. So right now, this is definitely going on in the Honda showroom, and then looks like the Integra Type R is now becomes fully premiumized as an N200 category. So this is definitely quite giving a good look to see this one for it. So the Honda Integra was sold as the Acura version in the US. Well, I kind of guess that the similarity types of the Integra that has 4 round headlights. So, well, I kind of think that the Integra Type R as a Honda model also has the 2 headlights for it. So this is definitely quite very good that everybody wants to have. So it only has 4 colors as usual. So maybe this will be very good to see the good specifically look for it. But luckily, it is also appears as the Gran Turismo series, because this is gonna be quite giving a good main purpose to be shown for it. But luckily, in GT1 and the arcade mode, the Integra Type R was actually used as a Class B vehicle. So that drives very good. So it also has 2 different types of it. So maybe I might be able to go with the Championship White. So this is definitely quite giving a good choice of the color, like the Honda Civic. And looks like this is going to be good for the Integra to have a fully premiumized detail board like the Honda NSX Type R. Well, looks like that's all the new cars from the brand Central, so looks like this is going to be quite good look to be able to take a good look on the GT League to see some new events going on for it. Well, I know, it's been taking far too long to be able to have something for it, so looks like Nissan Z Heritage is definitely now putting in after the mini challenge for it, so looks like this is definitely quite good to have 3 Z models for it. So looks like this is pretty good. They've already put the GT350 in the event, so that might be quite very interesting to get started for it. So luckily, there's some few new rounds that's definitely recently added for it, and looks like 2 new rounds is added in on Stars and Stripes, and looks like this is going to be able to have a lot of few other things to do, because this is going to be quite very big to be able to have everything stacked up for it. But luckily, there's only has an extra round on the Group 1 Prototype Endurance Series, so this is going to be on Fuji Speedway. So looks like this is going to be good to be able to get ready to have a WEC event for it. Now let's just gonna have to take a good look on the Cambridge photoscapes. So looks like this is a city of cutting edge science. So it's definitely on the UK, because that looks definitely quite very excited to be able to have some 13 photo backgrounds to be able to use. So this is definitely perfect to be able to have another type of photoscapes for it. So looks like this is going to be quite very awesome. So looks like it's time to get ready to test out on Special Stage Route X. So looks like good news is this track is definitely now as an American track. So this is going to be quite excellent to take a good look for it. So it used to be able to have a time cycle back in GT5 and 6. So it also shows to select the time condition. So looks like this is going to be quite excellent to be able to get going for it. So the course length is almost 20 miles. So this is definitely quite giving an excellent good look for it. So looks like I might be able to save this for the Tomahawk X to be able to get ready for it. So I might be able to say this will be able to have a much better going strong car, might be able to get in for it. So maybe let's just gonna do with supercars for this event. So I might be able to go with the Mach 40 Eckers Rod and Customs. So this will be very good to be able to get started. So the number of laps is definitely goes by 1. So this might be pretty good. So looks like this is going to be quite getting ready to go, and then this is definitely quite giving the good strong slipstream. We'll be able to get some draft on. I hope this is going to be so awesome to be able to get ready to race on Route X, because drafting is important to be able to get ready to race. But I hope that this is going to be able to have an important race to be able to get started. So looks like the opponents are now ready to go, and this is going to be able to take on the hypercars for this challenge. And looks like LaFerrari and Lamborghini Venio is now welcome to the Route X party, and also the Vulcan as well. Now take a good look at this nice variation track of Special Stage Route X. It's been a long time to be able to get ready to race, to do some more epic runs and epic drafts to be able to get in for. So looks like this is definitely pretty good to be able to show the track, to be able to get a good look for it. So maybe before that, a transmission gear will be able to help out to be able to get started. So this will be able to have some fine adjustments, will be able to speed up for it. So this is going to be quite good track to be able to have long straights for drag racing. And also on the turn corners has definitely given the good Route X logo for it. So this is definitely pretty amazing. Now that was pretty good look to be able to have that same tower again for it, because this is going to be quite giving a remarkable good look for it. So luckily, I hope this is definitely quite giving a good view on the Route X, because this is going to be able to have some good runs, to be able to have some good drag sports. So this is very perfect to be able to have a lobby race event as an activity to be able to go for some drag race. And also there's some planes is definitely seen in the view of the track, because this is definitely where it's definitely getting a little bit of plane departure to be able to go and take a cruising flight for it. But yeah, I kind of guess that this is a new look of the special stage Route X. So looks like this is going to be quite good to be on the starting point to be able to get ready for it. So here we go. Let the drafting begin. Now this is going to be quite good to be able to speed up more. But luckily, well, putting up the racing super soft tires to be able to get some more runs to be able to go for it. Now let's see, this will be able to get some drafts, and then this is going to be able to have a strong struggle to be able to go in for. Okay, so it looks like hypercars are having a good time to be able to have some straight. But luckily, this will be able to have some drafts to be able to go a little bit more faster to get some strength distance to be able to come short. So, looks like this is going to be able to have a one good straight challenge to be able to run faster like the wind. And looks like, wow, you see that plane? It's about to be able to go in on the landing zone, and then this is going to be quite very good for it. Same thing like Blue Moon Bay Speedway, but this is definitely shown to be able to have that plane coming in on the airfield. See this one on the right? That's definitely quite very amazing. Felicity Digital has done it because they just definitely reintroduced Route X to be able to get ready for it. So looks like this is going to be quite getting a good run to be able to catch up for it. So looks like this might be able to get a good check on the gap distance to be able to show while racing on Route X, because this is going to get a lot of good runs to be able to have some daily workout to be complete by only 1 or 2 laps. Now looks like this will be able to catch up on it, because the Mach 40 Mustang is going to be able to get ready to have some more straps to be able to catch up for it. But look at the Bugatti. It looks definitely going far fast to be able to catch up on the lead. So looks like here comes the turn. So looks like it is definitely similar to test course from the original Gran Turismo game. It also has 1,000 meter distance to be able to catch up for it. But I hope this is going to be quite good to be able to speed up for it. But luckily that you saw that windmill is definitely spins along slowly for it, because this is going to be quite good for environmental background for it. And luckily there's some planes for it, and oh, looks like there's some stunt jets to be seen here for it. That's how it also uses for FIA competitions going on for it. Now looks like this might be able to coming in for it. Going on to the second straight, will be going on much faster for it. So they're putting up some fictional advertisement signs that's definitely putting up for some track decorations. That looks pretty amazing for it. Now, unfortunately, there's some little bit challenging problems. Well, I hope most other team players knows about staying in the drafting formation group, so it looks quite challenging. So this will be able to stay as a group. So this will be able to go in, and then this will have to go a little bit much faster for it. So looks like I had to keep it up for it, because, well, it is definitely an excellent for a speed test challenge. But good thing, Route X is at one easy step to be able to have a daily workout complete by only one single round for it. And it looks like the tunnels is definitely quite giving a good intense view for it. So it also uses to have an orange lights on the tunnel for it, but enhanced version, this is definitely quite very good look for it. So right next over there you see there's some satellite dishes that's definitely placed above on the view. So this might be quite giving a good look on this area for it. So this is definitely quite giving an amazing sport. Just only take a good look on this top right. Plane might be able to come by to be able to land. Now, looks like this is going to be able to go on in to take one last stretch, and then this is going to be quite getting an excellent good look for it. Okay, so first place driver is still going on for it. That looks very hard to be able to catch up on. Any other position drivers is definitely giving a little bit hard time to be able to pace around for it. So, looks like this is going to be coming in for it, and looks like this is where the pit entry might be comes in for. It looks like one quick finish line and one quick victory is going on for. Wow, can't believe it, the Mach 40 Mustang is definitely going in first. That looks very cool, and one very good run to be able to go at it. So maybe hypercars are quite very challenging to be able to race on Route X. So this will also might need to extend for some transmission gear to be a little bit. So luckily, clean race bonus means no bumps at all. But there will be some bumps during the event will be going on for it, folks. So looks like this is going to be a 19-mile distance for a daily workout. So I kind of think this will be able to have 2 laps will be in to go in by well. So looks like Route X is going to be quite very excellent to be able to have this one for it. So looks like this will be able to save the replay until this will be edited in to be having this part for now on board. Now, good thing that this is definitely good time to be able to have a little bit segment to be able to go for it. So looks like this is going to be able to have choosing up condition times will be able to go for it. So this will be able to go nighttime to be able to get ready for a drag race. So good thing I saved the parts for the Dodge Tomahawk Expedition GT, and this is going to be quite getting ready to be prepared. So this is going to be quite going challenging to do for a 1-make race. So this will be able to have a rolling start. So this will be able to get some more speed test challenge to be able to get ready. So grab yourselves to be prepared, because this is going to be a Tomahawk X 1-make challenge to be able to race on Route X again. So this will be very good to be able to have this variant theme library, because this will have to get started. Yep, save that Tomahawk X for the second part, because this might be able to get ready. So, looks like, let's see how the Dodge Tomahawk to be able to get ready to do some max speed, and looks like, good thing that Super Soft Tires is already installed, and this will be able to get going on to be prepared. So the top speed will be able to reach on to 400 miles. So this will be quite giving them one light velocity drag race to be able to go for it. Because this is about to get one excited extreme ride. So, looks like taking on that rolling start is definitely giving the best thing. Again, this is going to be giving one light speed to be able to go for it. So let's go and give it for a high speed distance to be able to reach up to 400 miles. Tomahawk X, it really needs to have some good distance to be able to extend some more. So that will give it a little bit more max speed challenge to be able to get ready. Okay, so it's like on 375 miles is definitely going on for. So looks like taking some drafting is important. So this will be able to catch up to be able to race hard to win. Oh, see that scratch? That's definitely the spark that definitely comes from. Now, looks like this is going to be able to come on in for it, because it looks like this is going to be able to have 2 laps for this run for it. Drafting is always really important, because this is going to get everything going extremely fast and extremely challenging to be able to keep the struggle to keep holding in much longer. Okay, stay on it. Okay, so this car coming from the rear. That might need to be a little bit careful for it. But yeah, once you're on the outside corner, that should be able to have extremely fly out of the car, because this is going to get a little bit extremely tougher for it. So looks like this is going to be able to coming on the straight again for it. So this is going to be quite tougher to be able to catch up with a strong distance for it. So looks like that distance is about to go a little bit shortly, slow decreasing in for it. So this is going to be quite getting a little bit efficient to get some more speed to be able to catch up for it. Alright, there you go. Maybe this might need to switch up the interior view. We'll be able to get some good RPM range. There you go. Looks like I only have 20 miles left to go, because this is going to be good to be able to have a speed breaker on it. Haha, there you go. Looks like first place is on the high row. That's going to be quite good to be able to have some good speed range for it. Okay, so looks like one of the Tomahawk X is about to come in and pass my lead for it. So looks like this is going to be quite coming in for it. Looks like this is going to be getting a little bit rough ride around here for it. So looks like this will be able to get a little bit careful for it. So, well, fortunately the gap distance is decreasing while having a little curve turns might be coming in for it. Alright, there you go. This is going to be quite good to speed up for more, and looks like one white Tomahawk X is about to be coming back in for more for it. So looks like this is pretty good to be able to have a good run, to be able to fast up more. So this is going to giving a little bit of efficient speed distance to be able to charge up maximum to be able to go for it. So starting off the long straight is definitely going on the up tarmac tail for it, because this is definitely elevated for all the cargo shift is definitely going to be used for it. So this will be able to come running down, so it will be able to give a little gap distance to be increasing a little bit. So looks like this is going to get a little bit much faster to be able to go for it. Just kind of to check on the number of distance meter to be shown for it, because it's like this only has to take 10,000 meters. It's definitely going for long, so that might be going to be giving a little bit of importance for it. So looks like this is going to be able to come on in for it. Come on. Hope this is going to be able to have one good struggle on the inside. Track might be able to go for it. Okay, so it looks like still going on the 1 second gap, because this is going to have to take a lot of chances to be able to go again for it. Okay, very good. Keep that gap distance decreased a little bit, so that'll be more to be on the way. Well, of course, taking a long draft might be quite challenging, so this will be able to get slightly significant to be able to go for it. Okay, so it's like another Tomahawk X is about to be coming in for it. So this might become close. Okay, goes in on that speed tunnel. This is going to giving a one good excellent for a speed test experiment to be able to come forth. Okay, going in and bring that Route X Tomahawk X coming in to be in first. Well, sometimes it also shows on the gap distance when you're in the lead. So this is going to be able to be very carefully for it. So looks like this is going to be able to stay on the middle turn of the track, because this is going to get a little bit harder to be able to reach first, to be able to do one quick smooth finish line to be able to go forth. go, giving a little bit excellent good run for it. And looks like Gold dashing in on the tunnel, and it's a quick victory finish line. That was a one good swoop fast run, folks. So looks like this is definitely quite excellent. All Tomahawk X drivers is now all finishing up by a total gap and also a total time as definitely finished. That was a lot of hard work to be able to keep up with the draft, so this might be able to take some hard work for it. But luckily, any other strong cars that has good HPs on any other standard N class cars, well, this might be able to have standard earnings whenever having a low drafting challenge to be able to go for it. So that was a pretty good daily workout finish, and this is pretty awesome. Route X is super fun for GT players to be able to do some drag race. So looks like I did a lot of good fun to be able to race for the Tomahawk X for it. But good thing that supercars and hypercars for a challenge, because this might be quite pretty good for a challenge. So looks like this is going to be quite an excellent good run for it. So this will be able to have a second part of the replay clip to be edited for it. So looks like this is a pretty awesome track, folks. Giving some good straight runs and having some draft runs means having a lot of hard work to be able to do a lot of challenging ways to be able to race hard to win, because this is going to be quite challenging to be on Route X to be able to go for it. Now, looks like it's time for the daily workout gift card complete. And I guess that this is going to be able to have one of the three cars by giving a chance to go in. It's a Subaru WRX for today's gift card. Now, looks like definitely this week on the mileage exchange is the fluorescent color. But I hope this is going to be quite very good to have the other colors to be available to buy for it. So, looks like B4 fluorescent color, and then the PA fluorescent color is now definitely purchasable to buy. So, looks like this week is definitely has fluorescent colors to be available to buy. So, this is going to be quite good for the newest GT players to be able to buy for it if they have enough mileage points to get it. So, looks like that was a pretty good extreme race on Special Stage Route X. And I kind of think that was a pretty good run for it, so... sorry, having a tough cough. So, looks like just giving a good time to be able to get going on to have some good challenges to be able to get ready to race for it. So, it used to be as a PDI country flag for it, but right now Route X is definitely became as an American track. So this is definitely good for a straight distance to have some good runs for it. So looks like this is gonna be able to have one important things to do when racing on Route X. Race hard as possible whenever you're gonna do some drafts to be able to catch up with a group. That might be one important ways to be able to keep it up for it. So that will be able to be left behind to be able to fall out on the drafting group for it. So this will be quite important to let you guys know, because this is going to be able to have one quick challenge to be able to race hard to get some good accelerations to have some good drafting distance. If you're going to have to take 1% chance to be able to be on first place or second to third, that might be able to get better soon for it. Well, folks, glad that you really enjoyed the 2019 update on GT Sport. Thank you for watching. So be sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe on YouTube. And don't forget to click the bell for some notification for some uploads if you want to see. And also, don't forget to click the links on the description down below if you really want to see more. Well, thanks for watching for the January 2019 update. And I'll see you guys next time on Gran Turismo Sport. And I'll see you guys later. Keep on racing. Stay cool.